r/askreddit, what level of concern do you have for AI development? I love it. I've learned so much about coding from looking up the functions generated by ChatGPT and investigating ways to optimize it. It's just about the most fun I've ever had and the most motivated I've ever been in attempting to learn software development. Scamming is going to be crazy effective. Manipulation in general. Like apps can manipulate you using AI algorithms to stay on as long as possible. Well, Allen Iverson is kinda older for an NBA player, so I imagine he has reached his peak performance. But I hear he might be replacing 300 million people's jobs, so he must be working his ass off. Yeah, never underestimate NBA players. From a career perspective, better be in the ship in some way, than looking at it pass me. My concern is not the LLM. My concern is idiotic people following instructions and advice from LLM blindly. For me, my main concern is the mass unemployment it could create, and the social ills that come with that. More and more people living in abject poverty and despair. Widespread social unrest and crime. It won't be pretty. Do you think people would just quietly starve to death or revolt against the capitalists who replaced them with machines? Would money mean anything when machines are working for machines and only a tiny minority collects the profits? This is all fantasy. AI can't even walk and chew gum yet. 1/10. It's not worse than big data analysis, and people realized pretty quick that algorithms aren't the end-all be-all everyone thought they were for a few years. No biggie, move along. As a middle-aged, middle manager in a white-collar job, I am fairly concerned. Not a doubt in my mind my company would shit-can me for AI if they could. AI doesn't take time off, require health insurance, have a 401k. I don't think the robots are coming for my job tomorrow, but I am a little worried about what's gonna go down in 5 to 10 years. Fucking terrified. I get freaked out at mass joblessness more than the AI specifically. No jobs has always been a problem, but this has the potential to make it so much worse. But it's not the AI I'm worried about, it's people not having enough money and going hungry. I am reading about college students using AI to write research papers. If this becomes rampant, we are going to have people with unearned college degrees entering the workforce. This is potentially more dangerous than a sentient AI taking over the world. Rich people with unearned degrees and no souls are already running the world. Definitely not concerned about some sci-fi AI takeover. I'm mildly concerned about what changes may come to my industry, because I think there will be a lot of really bad attempts at forced implementation, but I'm not worried at all about my job. Not particularly. I'm a journalist/writer by trade, so quite a bit. Haven't sports websites been using generative text for a little while now? Mostly for things like game recaps. At this point, ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. AI can't replace good leadership. 0%. The number of people who absolutely don't understand it and its limitations. None. Machines only do what you tell them to. I work in AI and honestly it's being way overhyped. And AMP, #X200B. AI is a tool that automates monotonous tasks. That's really it. Much of the time there is no goal of sentience, simply an algorithm that doesn't need to be updated software-wise, just left alone to feed on data if the model is good enough. It basically streamlines productivity and is nothing but a next positive for society, not some big scary thing. Smooth brains really seem to be hooked on the fear and panic of some kind of AI Nazi leader a la Star Trek LOL. Mild. None. It's an advanced parrot. 0. People who are scared have been watching too many sci-fi movies. Sorry, but life is much more boring than that. You don't think creating something more powerful than humans are a threat? Not too concerned, I know I should be. And I know with my luck it will go bad. But it will be cool while it lasts. Well, they're already doing stuff that alters reality, so imagine when this stuff becomes common and mainstream. You won't know what the hell to believe anymore. I'm not scared that an evil AI will take over the world. I'm scared that companies are hyping up their AI technology by making absurd claims, like OpenAI claiming they expect trillions of dollars of revenue soon, to inflate investment. And people are buying that, and putting AI everywhere without understanding or concern for its impact. AI companies have an incredibly powerful technology on their hands, and still manage to act like grifters with it? Not sure. I don't think it's possible for AI to care less about humanity than our current leaders. Everything I do at work could be done by an extremely shitty AI. LOL. Thanks to advances in artificial intelligence, it's easier than ever to create images and video of things that don't exist, or events that never happened. That's spurring warnings about digital fakery being used to spread propaganda and disinformation, impersonate celebrities and politicians, manipulate elections and scam people. And this article from The Guardian should alarm you. Link. We already live in a world where documented truth and facts are being replaced by my truth, facts, and reality is what I say it is. That's beyond dangerous to a free society. You mean like every business buzzword from the beginning of time? Yes. That will happen. I'm a teacher and we're already seeing it pop up everywhere as kids try to cheat on their homework. I'm not concerned too much about losing my job, but I do think a lot of people are going to use it to cheat successfully as it gets better, and kids don't understand how harmful it is to neglect your own education. As an author, quite a lot. The fact that a book just got picked up that was publicly written by AI and then cleaned up by an author is ridiculous. I'm a writer. This shit is scary. Why, exactly? I'm also a writer. I just ask myself, what can I write that AI can't?